Hi Stampin' friends, today we're going to use the Rustic Harvest, there we go, designer series paper. It is a 12 by 12. I've cut these down just to card front size, card front layer size, just to show you here for ease. They have two sheets like this where you can just pretty much make that the focal point of your card. The back side of it is black and white, well, small black, lots of white. This piece is the Mossy Meadow, so it kind of looks like vining pumpkin. The back side is a nice black and white plaid, perfect for Halloween. This one has pumpkins, and these are great for cutting out and using as a focal point, and the back side is diagonal black on white tiny stripe. This one I've used a lot of, so this side of it is a leaf print that you could color, maybe using sponges or whatever. You could also use your blends, of course, but anyway. And then the other side is a vertical stripe Cajun craze. Then this one is like all the gourds, many kinds of gourds, and the back side of it is a black on white, kind of a almost like wheat sort of print. And then this one is our pretty crushed curry, and the back side of it is oak leaves and acorns. So that is what this one is like. So what I'm trying to show you there is you can use colors, or you can stick with just black and white with this. So there's a lot of ways to use it. Here's my class cards for this month, my local class. So this is a pumpkin die cut from the the match, but you could use any pumpkin die cut that you have. And then I used the colors on this one. And then for this other card, I kind of did it differently and used black and white as my focus, so that the color really pops. And you could also, instead of using on this corner here, instead of using this side, you could have used another side of a different particular pattern. You wouldn't want to use the other side of this one because it is that, but that makes sense. Anyway, all right. Okay, so one thing that I wanted to mention is we have this metallic shimmer paper. And this orange one I think looks nice because to me it's Cajun craze. Would look nice with this paper. So you could put maybe just a strip of this down the side, and that would kind of bring this together, just as kind of a possibility here. Just something to kind of think about is wanting to use this metallic shimmer, because the rest of the metallic shimmer is a little bit more Christmassy, or I don't know what you would call that necessarily, but it's got this black and silver, and then it's got a gold also. Let me see if I can find, I don't see it right away. But anyway, I think it makes, oh, here we go, the green and gold. So these you would definitely use Christmas or New Year or something like that. So it's good to have a plan for a way to use this metallic shimmer 6x6 paper. So there's a choice there, because I don't see myself necessarily doing a complete paper live about this paper, but I can see doing, using it, being sure that I show you it on each thing that it will look really great with. So in my opinion, this would look great. You could bring out the yellow with this, do a strip of this paper, and I think that would be really pretty. So anyway, just a possibility on that. All right, so the first thing I wanted to do was pop it here on my Mary Merlot and show you how great it looks when you highlight this center piece here and the little butterfly. Another thing I did here was stamp in Versamark and emboss with my white embossing powder to make a happy birthday tag. And I think that really makes this paper look great as well, because the paper is kind of an off black. It's not as an intense black as this, but it does still look really nice together. So that's a possibility. I also wanted to show you stamping the happy birthday in our memento black, tuxedo black, excuse me. And if I can do this, that is the thing with this. This one is the Lovely and Lasting stamp set and punch, and I have just a little bit of trouble getting my happy birthday or my whatever sentiment I want to put inside there. So let's Let's see how this goes. One thing you can do with this is something that I did on another card that I made. You can cut around the happy birthday and then layer it onto this, if that makes sense. So let me go ahead and do this on my happy birthday like that, and just so I have another one to use. I'm just going to try to get this one somewhere in the right spot. We'll see what we think about that. It could be better probably, but grab that real quick one more time just so I have an extra. I'm going to set that aside and close my ink. There we go. So actually, let's go ahead and stamp this onto this Cajun Craze real quick, because it's kind of the perfect color with the oranges. So you could just take your scissors and cut around this, kind of the way we cut around, the way the dies cut around those, if you care for that, I guess. If you don't like that, don't do it that way. But the way that the dies cut around the sentiment set that has all the dies that are just exactly like the way that they're shaped. Just doing this kind of quick. You could do this just like that is, and have every little divot in there, and that would be super cute too. Okay, so like that, you could just cover your happy birthday like that and pop it up on dimensionals, and not stamp it at all, and just have it popped up, and then that way you would be able to see how that works. So let me look for here's my punch. I'm just gonna try to get that straight in there. Takes me a second. Okay, so there you can see how that would look super pretty with the Merry Merlot, and just kind of give it a little more pizzazz. Another thing I suggest doing is putting some Wink of Stella on the white. So what that does for me is it just kind of makes it look like you've taken a little more time with it, and gives it a little more pizzazz. Now you could go around this black with your Wink of Stella, and you can also go over the white here with your Wink of Stella, just to give it a little shine. Let's see if I can make it where you guys can see that. I don't know. Anyway, so I think that is kind of a pretty look to add to your card. And this would be very simple to just add a little bit of ribbon to it, or maybe some white ribbon would even look pretty. And kind of gives it the chalkboard look if you use the black. All right. So for another possibility, let's find the one I was wanting to use. Maybe this one. You would maybe put a different pattern on here, and then a circle, square, rectangle, whatever shape makes sense. And then take our little pumpkin that we've cut out of this one. And there are several of these pumpkins that are just perfect little pumpkins. So I think that they look really great. And then just popping it on here, and maybe the sentiment from that same stamp set, but maybe something else, maybe some other blessing type stamp set would be cute to use there. Or like I did on the other one, just a happy birthday. So I think there are a ton of different ways that you can put this together. And this one even, I think, let me find the one I'm thinking of here. Oh, I can't think of it. Well, imagine it's this one. I don't think it was, but that even looks super great, where you make the black kind of go away and you add the emphasis with your pumpkin. So lots of choices with this. I think it's very easy to use, and any of the papers, like say maybe this one, you don't use very much of it. You just use it for maybe a strip on the inside of your card, on your white card layer or something like that. So maybe you have a lot of this left, and it's perfect for using for Halloween or various other kinds of cards. So anyway, lots of fun. And I appreciate you watching, and I hope that you have a great rest of your week. Bye-bye.